An early indication of spring around the corner is the annual Mentors Trip. On a recent edition of Coach's Corner, Spencer Carbery joined John Walton to reflect on having loved ones along for the ride.
Coach, recently we had a chance to have the dads and father figures on the annual Mentors Trip. It is one of the favorite times of the year for the coaches, the players, the traveling staff. This was the first time as a head coach that you did this. What did it mean to you to get to know your players a little bit better?
It was a really special and memorable few days to be able to not only spend time with my father in that setting, go on the road, show him what we do on a daily basis, but also get to be around our players and their mentors and get to meet some of those and see them interact and tell stories and talk about different life experiences and get to know sort of where they come from and how they are who they are, especially meeting some of the dads and that. So it was just a really special few days that I'll never forget.
Now, I know how prepared you are for the X's and O's side of the game, but at the beginning of the trip, when you got up and you made a speech to the entire room, as prepared as I know that you are, what kind of prep went into that? Because that's a whole different kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I got Emily Engelnatsky, our assistant video coach, to prepare a video that just kind of kick off the trip of just showing our players as young boys, watching that and watching all of them as 7-8-year-olds playing minor hockey with the big smiles, to see that, and then you tie that into all the impacts that the mentors in that room have had to get all of our players and staff to the point that they are in their careers. I thought it was just a good way to kick off what the weekend was about. Ingraining all the mentors in our family, but also showing an appreciation for all the things that we've done.
Well, on this Capitals Mentors Trip, not only are there a number of fathers and fathers-in-laws, there are a lot of brothers as well. And TJ says he's been trying to get you on this trip for a little while, man. Are you having some fun?
Oh, this is unreal. Had to get on the road. That's what he keeps on telling me. Got to do it.
I'm always impressed by the instant camaraderie between the dads and brothers as a group, because you've got like Kevin Wilson and Dick Carlson who've done this a bunch, and then you've got maybe on the other end like Ken Malenstein who's doing it for the first time. But they're all hockey dads and hockey people, and when you bring them together, there's that instant bond, and you're reminded how close-knit the hockey community really is.
Yeah, and you know what else is we're a family, and you know the mentors aren't there every day with us, but they're back home in Delta, BC, like, and they're in front of the TV watching every game on the edge of their seat. And so when we come together, it's all Caps family, and we're all want the same thing for each other. And so you can feel that in the room. I completely agree.
There we go! There we go! There we go! Good boys! Good boys! Yeah!
Was there anything from a dad or brother or mentor that you learned on this trip that might have surprised you, maybe?
The funniest one was Sonny Milano's dad.
This Frank, he's my dad. He's from Brooklyn, New York. He's been in a couple hockey fights, even though he's never played hockey before.
And Sonny told it so spot on with his timing, so that was the memorable story from our night in Florida together.
This is my dad. He owned a Dairy Queen, and he made the baddest blizzard in British Columbia.
Nice.
Guaranteed.
You talked about your father. Brian got to be there, and we of course put him to work and got a camera in front of him.
So I had to wait 3 years, and I'm excited tonight. As we saw everything unfold in his career, maybe down the road I was thinking, oh, okay, I'm going to be getting to go on one of those things. Yeah, I dreamt about this. It's a bucket list. Are you kidding?
It just made it that much more special to be the first time that I've ever done anything like this with my dad. And part of it is him being able to sit in on the meetings and how we pre-scout and how we do a practice plan and line up and all that stuff on a game day. And then he goes out and watches it. So I think just being able to share that with him, and then him to go into the garden, and yeah, there was just a lot of cool moments. But I think that from him taking away a lot of the detailed X's and O's was really cool to see that and see his response to that.
So unforgettable for him and for you.
Yes, exactly.